Hi, I'm Mike Marcassani with the Walkersville Volunteer Rescue Company from Walkersville, Maryland. I'm here today to do a walk around and show you our 2024 Pierce Velocity Heavy Duty Rescue walk around. We'll start with the front of the truck. We take a lot of pride in Maryland with our flag. We highlight it in the grill. We have two dual spinning rotor rays, two Whalen Argus lights that are controlled together with a joystick in the cab that double as emergency lights as well as spotlights. Federal Signal black chromed Federal Q. Also on the front of the truck is a 16,500 pound Warren winch, pre-connected, ready to deploy, tow hooks, as well as our siren systems that are in the bumper. As we walk down the side of the truck, our company patch with our lions in it, we'll highlight that when we get to it. But in this Velocity cab, we used a 20-inch raised roof for more headroom for our firefighters. Pierce does a good job at laying out all the command and controls to make it easy for the driver, as you'll see on the other side, as well as the officer when we get over there. Kuzmal battery conditioning system is in the front as well as the plug. Have a driver's compartment for gear and SCBA. As we walk towards the back of the truck, in the cab, it's designed for a total of 3 seats in the back. Those 3 seats in the back, we tried to keep the stuff as low as possible, including our EMS compartment in the back, so that people can still see out the front of the vehicle when we're responding. Each one of the 3 seats has their own personal compartment that holds, has a charger and a cubby for their personal effects. Some of our responders come from home and just jump in the truck. Lots of compartment space. We even have helmet holders for compartments to try to limit the amount of tools that are open and free while we're responding. On all the doors, we highlight with Scotch light for visibility, as well as a Whalen light that is a directional stick when the truck is on to help drivers see our doors open so our people are safer. As they get out of the truck, we have the door open the opposite direction so they can easily grab their tools and go on about their responsibilities on a call. So as we walk down the truck and hit the first compartment, this is our first heavy duty rescue that has water as a wet squad. This rescue has a 250 gallon waterless pump, and it carries 300 gallons of water, 30 gallons of foam. It also has a small booster tank on it with regards to water, where we put an RV direct heater in it, so we can double all of our water stuff as warm water decon and rinse on calls to help firefighters come out to help keep the cancer reduction down, as well as if we're on hazmat, we'll have warm water. So this is one of our proudest logos. So the town of Walkersville, which their seals on the front side of the truck, I'll highlight it when we get to the other side. But our town is the Walkersville Lions, and that's where the lion came from. And you'll see that it has the Amcus ion tools in his hands, because obviously it's a heavy duty rescue. So we're real proud of our lion. We call him Leo. And whole group of lions is Walkersville pride that ties into the front of the truck. So lots of storage built in. Pierce did a really good job helping us engineer and make sure we have room for all of our equipment. Most of these trays are only half depth on this side, because this will be a lot of our hand tools and kits that we use. This compartment also down here has a decon package with a foldable table and water that directly hooks up with a garden hose for washing your hands and keeping stuff clean, like your face masks and those type things as you're cleaning that stuff down. We'll also have EMS gear on this side, and even a small area for water and and those type things. So as we move down the truck, this is our RIT compartment where we'll have our RIT sled. We'll also carry our Stokes basket, extra SCBA pack, all the stuff that we need for firefighter rapid intervention will be on this tray. And then the top tray will carry a lot of our airbag systems and other rescue tools. So this second over the wheel compartment is just a cribbing compartment. We'll fill this entire shelf with cribbing. So we get to the back, the rear of the truck, you'll see that we already have some Amcus ion battery power tools in place. We borrowed these today here at FDIC just to show you what it looks like, but our tools are at home waiting for us when we get home in a couple days. Truck has a cascade system on it. It's an 8-bottle, 6,000-pound air system. We went with Space Saver to refill our cylinders and our full control unit. We added a air electric booster pump this time to help to maximize the amount of air and the amount of bottles we can fill on an incident scene. The other cool feature in this back compartment is an oil dry hopper. And so it holds 250 pounds from the top, comes through to the bottom so you can just put a bucket under it, open up the door, fill up your bucket, and go about your business. In our old truck, we used to have to carry the 50 or heavier bags up the back ladders. But on this truck, we put the full vacuum system in it so you can just vacuum it up and refill from the bags on the ground, making it easier for everyone. As we get to the back of the truck, one of the things we did on this truck is we went with we call it the Stairway to Heaven, and it makes it real easy for a firefighter to use the back step and step all the way up to the coffin compartments on the top of the truck. As you can see on the back, full emergency and DOT lights, as well as we highlight our arc light aircraft lights with our number 24 on it. In the back, when you lift up to maximize that compartment space, we have our ladders and long hooks that we'll end up putting straps on just because they ended up being further back than we thought to make them easier to get stuff out. We have 2 slide out trays that'll probably hold our long Paratech struts and strut system. You can see 4 of the Cascade bottles. And the main reason they're out here is to help add weight to the rear of the truck, to take weight off the front of the truck for the water and the other type things. In addition to the 16.5 Warren winch on the front of the truck, we also have several anchor points for a 10,000-pound portable Warren winch on the back, which helps. We use a lot for stabilization and those type things. And you'll see the winch points several places around the truck. And again, a great job by Pierce building this heavy-duty step to make it easy for us to step up and do whatever we need at the top of the truck. We carry lots of extra things up top, like shovels, extra stuff for rigging, as well as pumps, sump pumps, and extra hose for that type of stuff for just basic water recovery. So continuing around this side of the truck, this back corner, we'll have 2 battery power positive pressure fans, extra portable lighting, extra tools with regards to hand tools that'll be on the tool boards. The other thing that's interesting about this corner is I haven't mentioned yet, this truck has 2 Will-Burt light towers. One is a 30-foot and one is a 40-foot. The 40-foot is air operated in the back and it's controlled here. The front one is a 30-foot that's on the cab that's controlled in the front pump compartment. So as we keep moving back the truck, another full compartment of cribbing. And we get Both of these, I didn't mention the first time, but both of these are transverse. So both full transverse compartments. So both of these trays can be pulled from either side. The top tilts down for easy maneuverability and grabbing of equipment. The other thing that I didn't mention when we were doing the walk around that's cool about this truck, the front is a TAC 4 independent suspension, but more importantly, because the truck's 43 feet long, it has the T3 suspension on the rear of it with all steer options. So in our community, we're getting lots and lots of developments. We run a lot of highway calls for the rescue, but this supports a lot of fire calls and developments and those type things. So it's becoming tighter and tighter depending upon where people park. So the all steer option helps us maneuver greatly around those places. So your cameraman is underneath two of our awnings. We have two on each side, and they're controlled. You can control them from both sides as well. The reason we went with two is because a lot of times in command places that where we've been, or places where you just want to deploy them out for extra weather protection, those type things, there might be a tree in the way or something like that. So we figured, we've seen in other instances, if you have just one, you can't take it out because of those obstructions. But if you have two, a lot of times you can at least get one out. So that's the reason for those four. Again, highlight the Lion and the Amcus rescue tools with our graphics on this side. And obviously proudly display our name, Walkersville Volunteer Rescue Company, on the side. Again, on this side be more of our Paratech strut systems and hand tools on the tool boards, as well as kits and buckets for chains. Our man and machine kit for a lot of portable hand tools from DeWalt that we use, flex volt batteries on those. For people that are short, because we'll have more tools up here and appliances for rescue and lots of kits. One of the things we added was a full step that we can pull out and slide out to help our shorter members reach the top shelf to get the equipment down. Again, you can reach the speed lays on this side. This is our main rescue compartment. We had the one in the back corner that we use on that side, but again, this is our main rescue side of the truck, and you can see we highlight that with two FMI Lazy Susans. And you can just turn and slide the tools around, and then essentially we'll come up with some really unique ways to put battery chargers in here upside down or on the wall, so we have plenty of battery power for them. We've used those for about a year now. Really like our Amcus rescue tools, and we found that the 6 and 9 amp flex volt batteries work the best with those. As we continue to move and walk around the truck, you'll see that we have a lot of scene lighting in addition to our light towers. The scene lights are all Whelen. The tops are Pioneers. The ones on the doors are Summits, and provide us with a lot of scene light. We went with two lights on the bottom of the truck, and those two lights are mainly when the awnings are out. It'll provide us plenty of ground light, as the four across the top provide plenty of light to the side. Some of those are wired with the truck so they can be turned on while we're driving and help light up and find addresses for the emergency. So as we keep coming around the cab, again, same type of deal. We have a compartment where you can, the door opens on this side, so it's easy access for the firefighters as they get out of the cab. Can grab their tools and keep moving and doing their job. So a couple of the last things I want to show you on the officer compartment. It's kind of the same as the other side, but to make sure we have room for the officer's iron, we made a small inlet up top so you can grab a small iron or pike pole that'll fit in the compartment to make sure that we had plenty of room. As we look inside, a couple things that you can see inside here that we did. Everything's pre-wired for our mobile data terminals, as well as radios. Lots of controls from the Whelen side for Whelen Core to control the emergency lights and sirens. We have foot and hand switches for our horns out front, as well as the foot. We put a footrest there so there hopefully will be no accidental alerting of the federal queue and the sirens. Keep that hearing safety and protection in place. So as you see, we highlight the town of Walkersville seal on the side of our truck. We're very thankful for the town of Walkersville and the surrounding community and all those folks that support our fundraisers and all of our efforts to build and buy safe apparatus for our people to use in responding to emergencies in our town and community. As I come around the front, a group of lions is called a pride. And obviously we have pride in our department and our equipment. Very thankful to Pierce and everyone else that helped us. And we do have Walkersville pride.